Hello, everybody. Andrew Taylor here. We got Tiana Tinker, Tiana, how long have you worked with us now?
Almost 5 years.
So 5 years. She came in when she was 22,
No, I was 20.
20. And it was funny because we were interviewing and we had like 100 people booked to interview and I think only like 5 showed up, which was crazy. And you remember what this place looked like then?
Yeah, it was still under construction when I had my interview.
Yeah. But she has been a huge asset to the team. So thank you for everything you do. She's now working with Integrity LeadCENTER and making this software even better for agents. And today we're going to go through some of the updates that she's a little bit more familiar with than I am. Drew, can you pull this up for me? Okay, so to start, there's 2 different things. So Integrity LeadCENTER gives you an opportunity to order leads immediately, or you can set up custom campaigns to start receiving leads. We're going to go through some of the cool updates on receiving leads immediately. So we call this the storefront option. It's just basically when you go to order leads, you can go in here and you can pick what type of leads you want. And there's 2 really cool things. One of them is this new category called social media leads. And social media leads are, right now they have IUL leads and mortgage protection social media leads. A brand new one is $39 for mortgage protection and $30 for IUL. We've been getting a lot of really good feedback on these. But one cool thing about the mortgage protection one that people don't know is every single lead requires a OTP verification, which means the person has to put in a code that they receive a text to their phone, which eliminates people from putting bogus phone numbers in. And they have a cell phone and the lead quality is super high. Rob Richmond claims they're better than direct mail leads. He's like, dude, these are better than direct mail leads in his opinion. T, do you want to go through, and the IUL ones have been a game changer. So we're doing a lot of training on IULs and helping people with that. Tiana, do you want to go through how does a lead move from one category to the next category? And then how does, what happens if someone makes a sale? Does their lead get resold? What happens there?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of changes throughout the year with LeadCENTER being a new platform, but one of the biggest things is lead suppression. So LeadCENTER has a new thing where automatically when your leads purchase, it's exclusive to you for 30 days. When you mark it as sold, it automatically checks everything with the carriers to verify that the policy was written for that lead, and it removes it from LeadCENTER. And in case of, say, the client filled out a mailer or an internet lead, different sources of ways to get the information they were wanting, it's going to remove all of those as well and automatically suppresses it. Now, after that 30 days, if there's not any policy sold or any type of notification made inside your LeadCENTER by you, it's automatically going to scrub it anyways before it puts it back into inventory for other agents to assist that client to get them their needs.
So basically, if you buy a lead as a brand new lead, so let's say I go in and I buy a diamond mortgage protection lead and I make a sale, LeadCENTER is connected to the carriers and that's going to automatically suppress that lead so it doesn't get resold. Now, if I don't make a sale, how long is that lead exclusive to me?
So it's exclusive to you for 30 days, but it's only allowed to be in a life cycle for 3 times, meaning it only can be sold 3 times.
So at the 3rd time, then the lead is pulled out permanently.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now, can you go through real quick some of the updates on the verifications, leads being able to be posted, all of some of the rules that people go through, to increase the quality here for people?
Yeah, so some of the new things that we'll be launching pretty shortly within the next, 30 days is there are text verification leads. So what it is it's a platform that actually takes the information from the client, texts them, gets all their information and continues to see if they would still like to be in touch with an agent to get that information that they were wanting in the first place. Those will be in the system. The next new thing would be Facebook real-time campaigns. So agents will be able to set up final expense, IUL, mortgage protection, real-time campaigns. Now, with the scrubbing rules is we went through and started making a lot of changes based on agent feedback, also dispositions, common things that are requested from agents on credits. And we added more filters in there that will make sure the lead is more qualified with, the quality that you're getting, especially for the format of how the lead's generated. So we have for internet leads, it's going to go through and verify that all the information kind of matches the lead itself. So you're not getting, Bob's phone number, Kevin's email, Susie's address. It's going to kind of verify all of that before it even hits the system.
So basically there's a middleware that the lead goes to, and this is making sure that the email and the phone number match back up to the person who they say is on the lead. And then that allows it to go through or not to get into the system.
That's one step of the process. Then it goes through and verifies that the email is valid. The phone number is actually a valid and working phone number. So there's a bunch of different things that it has to go through in order to even get into LeadCENTER. And it's just continuing to grow with all the steps and the feedback that we get from agents and dispositions from their managed leads.
Okay, cool. All right. So those are always super exciting. The quality's gone up. If you go in here, you're going to see verified leads, and these will start coming in. And this is a lead that came in, but then was text and wanted to schedule an appointment already. You'll see those coming in the next few weeks. You have your, direct mail type leads you can go in. So you can go in and you can buy brand new mortgage protection and final expense leads, which is pretty unheard of. And then you can buy age leads as well. Now, we had a new agent make 3 sales off the 75-cent leads, which I thought was super cool for people. They still had not been helped, and he was able to go out there and make 3 sales. Now, there are 2 new categories. One of them is called IVR completes and IVR incompletes. IVR completes are, Tiana, do you want to share what those are?
Yeah, so pretty much what it is it's mortgage protection. So any person that recently purchases a house or refinances their house, they do is they drop a mailer off to that client. And instead of them having to fill out their information and send it back in, they're actually going to call this automated voice message system, enter their pass key so all the information matches. It gets all their responses and sends it back. Now, the difference between incomplete and complete is they answered all of the questions and prompts that were asked on that call. Incomplete, you still have all the basic information that you would need to contact the client, but they could have missed the step where they, verified their phone number or their age. There's only one piece of information that's not there that makes the big difference, but you still have everything you need to contact the client.
Okay, so if someone wants to know more information on a lead, then they can also just click here, and it'll tell you the exact age of the lead, what happened, if they filled out all the prompts, if insurance was sold on this lead or not. So anyone who goes through and they're like, what is this? They can go through and they can click these different things. Also, we didn't go into the heat map, but on the heat map, you can go pick, I want leads in Arkansas, and it will bring up every single lead type for mortgage protection, final expense, all these different leads that are all available instantly for you to get. And you can do direct mail, internet, or social media. Now, this is cool here, and I want to talk about this. This is one of the newer updates. And basically, the developers and the Integrity LeadCENTER team have designed something that I have not seen before. And what it is it sells the lead based off of lead score. So a diamond lead when it comes to internet leads, which is $11, it has a score, and leads are being scored every single night based on age and data that they can get on this lead, which is zip codes, likelihood to convert, types of phones, all these different things. There's like hundreds of things that they're doing. And instead of just saying this is a new lead, they're saying the likelihood of this lead to convert is high. So we're giving this lead a score. And that score is 86 to 100 is a diamond lead. If a score is 66 to 85, it goes as a titanium lead. And then it goes down the ladder based on the likelihood to score, which is dependent on age and a bunch of other things based off of likelihood to convert. But something interesting is new leads that are going in the system, they're not going in diamond just because they're new. We're seeing them go down into, is it gold or bronze or silver? Which ones?
Yeah, so we've had brand new leads come in. In order for them to get through here with the internet, they have to actually have a score above 20. So we will reject anything below 20 before it even hits LeadCENTER. So you could get a brand new lead that was just completed, within 15 minutes, and it might hit in a gold category just based on all the information given.
So somebody could get a brand new lead, and based off of some of the data pulled on likelihood to convert, it could go down into the gold, silver, bronze categories.
Yep.
And
correct.
you're seeing that happen, which I'm excited about because that means that the higher lead, like the diamond leads, we know have a higher likelihood to convert because they're running the modeling on that lead. Few other things. We got Ethos Leads, which I love these because somebody actually went to apply to get an Ethos policy online, didn't finish, and that becomes an Ethos fresh abandoned cart lead. And then you have aged abandoned cart lead, which is basically a lead that is between 31 and 60 days old that has gone online and done that, but it just hasn't been sold for 30 days. So it drops down into that category. If you want to look at pricing, you just go here and, So an $18 for a brand new one and $8 for an aged one. Then you have these other lead types. This one is popular. Instant internet lead with beneficiary because it comes with the beneficiary name. And then you have the instant internet lead with the 15-step plus life insurance questionnaire lead, which comes with 15 questions answered on that lead.
And it also comes with a timestamp. Yeah, which is huge on leverage when contacting the client.
So you could be like, last night at 2:51 a.m., you put in that your beneficiary name, if you got a policy, was your niece Kelly, and I'm calling you to get you information on that.
Yeah.
You could do that?
Yep.
Okay. Now, leads are obvious. Oh, let's go over this real quick. This is like my favorite thing ever. So,
one more thing with the storefront is you now have the ability within this year, that was a new change, to buy nationwide, statewide, or countywide.
Okay, so nationwide, statewide, or countywide for a lot of people that do telesales. That's huge. Hold on. We forgot to automate and save.
Subscribe, yeah.
Okay. So when you go to checkout, Drew, you can get off this because I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But when you go to checkout, it'll give you an option to automate your order. So weekly, you can get the same order. You get a 15% off, and it will pull the freshest leads for you, and it will fill your order so you don't have to check the system to see what's available. It'll just automatically do it for you, and you get 15% off, which is super cool. And then the last thing is on the storefront, leads are first in, first last out. So explain that.
So basically how it was set up before was, everything gets pushed in, but you're buying from the bottom to the top of the bucket.
So the oldest leads would be released first in a category.
Correct. And now it's set where it's changed. So everything that you're buying within LeadCENTER is always going to be in the storefront side, the newest lead to the oldest lead.
Okay. Now we got Vouchers. So if I wanted to create a voucher for an agent, I could go in here. I can create a voucher. Let's see. Can I make one right now, T? Oh, new voucher.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So I'm going to make a voucher. So basically you go in here and you go.
You got to click the product type first.
Oh, click the product type?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do a voucher for life. My organization's Family First Life. And I'm going to put, let's put this person, Andrew Riggs. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to put him in here and I can give him a voucher, but I can do this lead amplifier price match. So what I've noticed is getting new agents leads, sometimes they don't work them if you buy them for them, but if you help them or you run a sales contest, you can do 1-to-1, 2-to-1, or 5-to-1. So if I want to do a $500 voucher, what does it mean if I do 1-to-1, T?
So it's a dollar for dollar match.
So he would do if he uses $500 of the voucher I give him,
he would get $500.
He would get $500 of his own he would have to use.
Yep.
Okay. So he has some skin in the game. What's 2-to-1 match?
So it's 2-to-1 match, meaning if he spent you like the $500 voucher, he would get 2 times. It's doubling it.
Okay, so he would get, if he spent $500, he would have to spend $1,000?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last one is 5-to-1, which is if he spent $100, he would get $20 credit from the voucher.
Yeah. And with the vouchers too, you're able to specify on different things. You can do all life products. You
Here
can
we
do
go.
one
We could have just
specific-
read this.
There you go. Yeah.
For every $5 by the agent, the voucher shall apply an additional $1 towards the purchase.
Yeah.
So you're helping people, but you can create these vouchers. You can take them back too if they don't use them. You could repurpose them, right?
Yep. You can revoke them. I don't know why we picked such big numbers. They were smart to use smaller ones.
Yeah. That's easier. Okay. Lead credit. So like when it comes, especially to internet leads, I think it's never perfect. There's always these situations where, somebody can go in there and put in information that may not be accurate. And if that's the case, they can go and they can request credit.
Yeah.
What's the process on that?
So pretty much in your manage leads section, there's dispositions that you can use.
Okay, so let's go there.
Yep. So there's dispositions. So open it up.
Okay.
So click on the name for Nando.
Okay.
So you have a lot of different things that you can do. Where did it go?
Well, I shrunk it. I just don't want to put this person's personal info on the internet. So
Okay,
I want to
so
make
at
sure
the
nothing's
top
wrong.
right-hand corner where it says next,
Okay.
you should have some buttons up there where you can request the credit on there. That's another thing too with credit requests though. It's probably not pulling up for you because you have to do it within the first 30 days.
Okay, so you have 30. That's why it's not pulling up.
Yeah.
30 days, and you can go in and you can request credit.
Yep, correct. Yeah. So disconnected phone number, PO box. I know age is one, but that's already a requirement that we have set in place before the lead can get in. And then there's also an other option because we understand there can be different scenarios as to obviously your credit requests and things can slip through the cracks. So it's really important for you and it's important for us that you do disposition your leads on, first call, credit. All of that helps us to make those changes to bring the quality higher with the leads provided in LeadCENTER.
Got it. Okay. All right. So that is the storefront. Now we got custom campaigns. So if I wanted to go in here and create a campaign, I can name my campaign. Let's call it, Las Vegas. I can pick my campaign type. So data is basically a internet lead. A
Correct.
Call is a transfer to your phone. The cool thing about calls is you can receive them only when you leave this button on so it knows when you're available. That way you're actually in your office, you're ready to receive calls, so you can turn it on and off when you want to receive calls, which is a really sick feature. I love that feature. But let's say we're going to do a data lead campaign, and I'm going to go to life, and I'm going to protect, or I'm going to order real-time leads. Now, this is the same quality as a diamond lead, except it's $2 cheaper.
And it's exclusive to them. So
forever.
It will never filter into the storefront.
Okay, so that's huge.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to hit next, and you can really customize. Like, you can even put your own zip code, which I always said, like, if anyone buys insurance in my zip code, I hope it's from me. So you could go, you literally could go knock on your neighbor's door when they fill a lead out online, and then it comes through here, and you have this set up to receive the leads in your zip code. You can choose what days, times, all this stuff to start receiving leads, and it's really sweet. Now, in the near future, you'll be able to customize IUL social media leads and mortgage social media leads on here. You can pick where you want them.
And another huge thing with real-time campaigns, at least a data one, you can actually create the campaign for somebody else. So I could go in and create a campaign for Las Vegas and assign it to go to Andrew Taylor. So I'm paying for the product, but it's going to get delivered into his account. So you could do it for yourself, or you can do it for your agents underneath you.
You can set campaigns up for your agents.
Yeah.
That's cool. Other than that, I believe there's a lot more, but I'm not going to go over. We're going to do a lot of this at the national conference.
Yeah. One thing I will highlight on is the FAQ tab. On there, there's a link. So if you guys ever get lost or you have questions, you can actually watch short clip tutorial videos or sign up for webinars that can show you all the different, cool features or new little things without having to get frustrated because you can't figure it out.
Sick. Love it. All right. Well, T, thank you for all you do.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you guys at the national conference soon, and have a good day.
Thanks.